Well, following on the news yesterday about the multilateral tax agreements with the G5 countries, the Isle of Man has signed up to this pilot scheme. With me is Phil from Boston, and I've been asking the business world what they make of it. Were you surprised when you heard this announcement?
Hi, Paul. No, not really. We felt that this was a move which was expected. That the world's changed dramatically in the last few years. US and UK FATCA recent announcements, and the inevitability really to automatic exchange of information, and the noises that the government have been making that they want to be wholly transparent in their dealings with the global world, and provide complete transparency in that field.
How does it affect, though, companies like yourself? This is what I'm trying to find out. I mean, we're all seem to be reliant on this part of the business to some degree in the Isle of Man, being offshore. Do you see a major sea change in the way the Isle of Man is going to have to operate?
There is a definite change, and there needs to be a change in mindset, in our opinion. As I said, the world's changed dramatically from where it was 5 years ago, even.
Do you think it's going to affect jobs? I mean, that's probably the bottom line for people over here, isn't it?
No, I don't believe it will. I think there'll be some consolidation in the industry, in our industry particularly, in trust and corporate service provision, because the cost of doing business is increasing all the time. The announcement yesterday, I think, is a good thing, providing we have a real say in matters. Providing the government are at the talks with the countries involved, and we have a real presence and influence those discussions.
Because it does seem like there's no place to hide almost if you are on the dodgy end of the money laundering, for instance, because it seems that everyone has been signed up now or is on the process of saying they're signing themselves up.
Absolutely. So you'd like to think if there is a truly global level playing field, that the Isle of Man will still be in a very strong position to have a competitive edge.
Chief Minister says, though, that some offshore finance areas, in his view, may not survive. Do you go along with that? And is the Isle of Man going to be one that will survive?
The Isle of Man will definitely survive. As I say, we're in a strong position. Our financial centre is built on strong foundations. But on top of that, we have the ability to diversify into other sectors. We have done that in the past. Our e-gaming sector, for example, is very robust and still growing. We've recently made moves into other sectors such as looking at green initiatives and clean tech and that type of thing. And I believe if we can diversify while still maintaining a strong foundation in financial services, removing elements which fall into the sphere of tax evasion, which I think we've made a very strong play at in recent years. I think we are ahead of the game in that regard.
So, summing it up, no need to panic, Captain Mannering, is it?
We just need to stay alert, and we need to be very, very aware of the external forces really that are at work here, because the UK, US, EU, everybody seems to be having a pop at the offshore world. What we need to do is manage our PR very effectively at the government level, and as the private sector, we need to give the right message to our clients to ensure that they don't panic, and if they have nothing to hide, then automatic exchange of information is something that they shouldn't be afraid of.